So, let's have some updates on the breeding project. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're just going to be looking at some of the updates, some of the things I've noticed during this breeding project. We may have had some possible interaction. I will show you the footage very shortly. But yeah, everything seems to be going well so far, apart from a slight hiccup with the mature male maybe dehydrating, but that seems to be resolved now. So yeah, let's have a look what we're dealing with. Okay guys, so the tarantula has been in this tub for about a week now. I took his enclosure out because it was just in the way. So what I'm going to do tonight, the female has been fed a large grasshopper yesterday. She's been on a dubia roach every other day. So tonight I'm going to leave the top off and see if we can see anything happening. I will check on her throughout the night. If I can get any interesting footage, I'll be sure to film it. If not, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So guys, this is the situation so far. The male has been coming in and out of the female's enclosure for the last couple of days. I'll insert some footage that my other half managed to capture while I was at work the other day, where the male got away by the skin of his teeth. It was very close, but you know, I don't think it was a negative reaction. I think it was just maybe the first interaction between the male and female. I've not managed to capture any other footage, but this has been like this for a week now. Every day I come in, the female has been out, the male has been out. So during the night there's possibly been some interaction. I haven't got an SD card big enough to do a time lapse, so unfortunately I've not noticed anything during the night. Earlier this week when I come in, the mature male seemed to be in a death curl, so I have flooded the bottom of this enclosure, the external enclosure that is, tried to get his mouth parts in some water, and that does seem to have done the trick, and he's back up and crawling around. I'm going to get this lid back on before he decides to do a runner. So yeah, everything seems to be going well so far. Again, slight interactions between the male and female. I'm looking at taking him out at the end of next week, which will be the 28th, I believe, of November. I'm going to try and keep a time record of all the things that are happening during this project, so people in the future who decide to breed this can have more of a, you know, just adding to the, what would you call it, adding to the literature out there of breeding projects always helps. I mean, I've been looking on arachno boards and on YouTube and everything just to try and make this as successful as possible. So the more information and the more footage that is out there, the better. And yeah, so far so good. So let's have a look at some of this other footage we managed to capture. So while we're here, I thought I would just give you a couple of updates on some of the other tarantulas in my collection. We've had a couple of molts recently, one from the, what's its names? Heterothele gabonensis, which is the chestnut dwarf tarantula. I believe it's the chestnut dwarf. A baboon species from Africa. So small this is, and the molt is absolutely incredibly tiny, but it is getting larger now, and it is getting to the point where it's going to be starting to take down very small crickets. Again, from the same bundle, the Big Balls Baboon box, the Heteroscoda maculata, the Togo starburst baboon, has also molted, which is doing absolutely fantastic. That is already taking down prey items the same size as it. I always, supervise it when I feed a slightly larger prey item, but so far it has managed to take down every single one. My Phomictopus auratus seems to have resurfaced and has molted as well, and it is quite large now. I would show you, but every time I touch the enclosure it goes straight back into the burrow. My Rachypalma bomi taco, the first tarantula in my collection, is very close to molting. His abdomen has gone black and swollen, so I'm looking forward to a molt from him any day now. And hopefully this molt will be able to determine the sex better. I do believe it is a male from the last molt, but having a secondary molt to confirm this would be ideal, as long as he doesn't chew it up, that is. The Fatal Fangs tournament has launched, and round 1 is now out. I'll put a link down to that in the description, so go and check that out and show your love for your favourite clip. Hopefully it's mine, but hey ho, I'm not going to hold you to that. Yeah, so far everything's so good. I'm really enjoying the breeding project. It's just one of those things that's, well, not revived the tarantula hobby for me, because I was already in deep and in love with the tarantulas, but coming back home every day and checking on the tarantulas in the breeding box and waking up in the night and coming in to check on them has just been so exciting and so rewarding. As you can see from the clips that I've shown you as well, seeing stuff like that with two large spiders is just such an incredible thing to witness. I'm just ashamed I didn't get to witness it firsthand, but my girlfriend, who witnessed it with herself for the first time, I'm sure she was a bit nervous, because she does know the basics of tarantula breeding and what can happen with the male potentially. I honestly thought we was going to have a dead mature male at that point, but luckily he managed to escape. Again, I don't think it was a negative reaction. I think it was just, maybe he just pushed his luck a bit too much, but if she wanted to eat him, I believe she would have eaten him at that time. So this mature male needs to grow up here and get in there and get again. Have another go. So guys, if you enjoyed that video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments down below. As always, don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram for daily content. And again, as always, I'll see you again next week. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.